p.m. Good evening and welcome to Newsbreak on KU 92.7 FM Benin City. First, the headlines. INEC says Edo State election to hold as scheduled. President Buhari launches Change Begins With Me program. NOA to recognize exemplary Nigerians.
On entertainment, Oprah Winfrey dispels wedding rumor with longtime partner.
And while in sports, Crystal Palace signed Matteo Flamini.
Details of these and more after this break. I am CHIKA. Ago. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, says it will go ahead with the Edo State governorship election as scheduled. Addressing journalists at the Edo State office of the Commission Thursday afternoon, the National Commissioner in charge of Voter Education and Publicity Committee of INEC, Solomon Soyebi, said INEC has reached not less than 97% level of preparation for the conduct of the election. Soyebi said the commission came to the conclusion after consulting stakeholders, especially the security agencies, who assured them of adequate preparation to provide security before, during, and after the election. He emphasized that INEC considers the implications of demobilizing and arrived at the fact that it was more expensive to do so, while stressing that it would not be involved in anything that can mortgage Nigeria's democracy. Soyebi also then joined the electorate to come out en masse and vote for the candidate of their choice on Saturday. Still on the election, the governorship candidate of the People's Democratic Party for the September 10th election in Edo State, Pastor Osage Izeyamu, has accused the state government of trying to postpone the election billed for Saturday. Speaking at the press conference in Benin City on Thursday, Izeyamu said the election will hold and called on party faithfuls to disregard contrary information.
We are on the threshold of history. The day we are waiting for is now. They tried to postpone the election using flimsy security challenges, but I have been reliably informed. And when the national chairman of INEC called the president told him categorically that he was not aware of such challenges. It was arranged by the state government with some cabal to postpone the day of reckoning. INEC is now ready. The election will hold on Saturday.
The PDP called on all its supporters not to engage in any form of violence during and after the election. Meanwhile, Edo State Governor Adam Sushomola says All Progressives Congress is ready for Saturday's election, while debunking rumors that he influenced security agencies to postpone the election. The governor stated these at the APC stakeholders meeting in Government House, Benin City on Thursday.
I want to warn them. Edo is not safe for any militant. Edo is not safe for any militant. We are ready for one man, one vote. Any strange face who is not known to be resident in Edo State, I repeat, any known, any seen face, just citing any face who is not resident in Edo State or registered in a particular location or community, if it is found teaching the Edo music, we will not go violent like that.
Governor Shomola further warned those planning to cause chaos in the course of the election to desist or face the law when caught.
I'm not responsible for election rules and regulations. Election rules and regulations are between INEC and police. When the people protested to me to Government House a few days back, I told them this matter is beyond me. They reminded me that elections are important, but so important is also their future. And mathematics is not a subject that any student want to play with. We convey all of this to the authorities. So I want those people to know I am not responsible for it. Why INEC prefer to fix the date to coincide with that date, only INEC knows. And only INEC must bear responsibilities for that. I refuse to accept responsibilities for that because it was avoidable. But I want to appeal strongly to INEC chairman and the INEC authorities. We will hold them responsible if anything goes wrong. INEC must not have a situation where they mislead us to go and mobilize our agents, mobilize them to various locations, pay them their allowances, and then midway they come and give us stories. If they do, we will sue them, they will have to refund our costs. Even though notionally, I am the chief security officer of the state. I do not command the armed forces. I do not command the police. I am not in a position to dismiss security reports, even as a government, and I don't understand what is going on. But for me, and I believe for you, any day, any time, we are ready.
He also urged all members of the APC to be vigilant in their various communities and to continue to work until the election is over. President Muhammadu Buhari has described the new national orientation program, Change Begins With Me, as a determination of his administration to carry all Nigerians along on the journey to a better and greater society that everybody can be proud of. The president, who was a special guest at the luncheon which took place at the conference hall in the presidential villa on Thursday, said the program is the best way to sustain the effort his administration has made in the fight against corruption. He decried the alleged erosion of the cherished and time-tested virtues of honesty, integrity and hard work, good neighborliness, abhorrence of corruption and patriotism. He also called on all Nigerians, especially the private sector, to change the old way of doing things as well as support the Change Begins With Me campaign. And the National Orientation Agency, NOA, has perfected plans for awards to recognize and celebrate exemplary Nigerians who distinguish themselves in promoting peaceful coexistence, brotherliness, and religious tolerance in the nation. 6 states out of the 36 states of the Federation have also been identified to receive awards for their friendliness to visitors and dwellers. The award, tagged Bridge Builders Awards and organized in collaboration with Love to the World Initiative, a non-governmental organization, aims at encouraging Nigerians across tribal, religious, and political affiliations to contribute meaningfully to the progress of Nigeria. The agency also said that the aim is to appeal to the conscience of Nigerians to embrace peace and brotherliness by emulating individuals who have been exemplary in that regard. The award will also afford the organizers the opportunity to send messages of peace across the nation. The Nigerian Air Force has launched a special counter-terrorism exercise codenamed Operation Steel Dome for all airports in the country in order to be proactive in the event of any terror attack in the nation's airports. The first simulation exercise of the operation held with military commandos from the Nigerian Air Force Regiment, the Nigerian Army, the Navy, and other security agencies at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja. The Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Sadiq Abubakar, told journalists shortly after the exercise at the Abuja airport that Steel Dome was designed to put in place a force that would be effective in the event of any attack in the nation's airports. Abubakar explained that the simulation exercise was put in place to ensure that there were no gaps in operational plans in the event that such rescue operations became necessary in the nation's airports. He stated that the counter-terrorism simulation exercise, which involved the mock rescue operations for passengers held hostage by terrorists, would be repeated in all airports in the country, while assuring that NAF has enough trained special forces to carry out the exercise at airports. And Co-Marshal of the Nigerian Road Safety Commission, FRSC, Boboye Oyeyemi, has disclosed that the Corps lost 9 of their officers to road crashes in the last 6 months. Oyeyemi, who stated this during the flag-off of the Ember Months campaign held in Benue State, maintained that over 50% of road crashes that occurred in the country in the last 6 months were caused by overspeeding. Represented by Assistant Corps Marshal Julius Assom, the FRSC boss, while lamenting that Benue ranked 6th out of the 36 states of the Federation in terms of road crashes in the last 6 months, revealed further that 123 road crashes were recorded within Benue State alone within that period. Earlier in the remark, Sector Commander FRSC in charge of Benue, Chidiebere Nkwota, the campaign was to further educate motorists about the tire campaign, the speed limiting device, and the need to drive safely during Ember months. Up next is entertainment and sports right after this break. Do stay with us. You're still launching news break on KU 92.7 FM Benin City. Over now to our entertainment desk where Rachel is waiting with some stories. Good afternoon, Rachel.
Good afternoon, Chika. Oprah Winfrey has taken to Twitter to shut down rumors that she will be getting married to her boyfriend of 30 years, Stedman Graham. After 30 years of dating partner Stedman Graham, Oprah Winfrey is no closer to walking down the aisle than she was in the first year of their relationship. Following reports that the media mogul was finally set to do the due complete With a $4 million on honeymoon, she took to Twitter on Monday, September 5th, to debunk the rumors. In the tweet, she said, 6 people who know me well have called today congratulating me or surprised they weren't invited to my wedding. In a follow-up tweet, she said it is not true. On several occasions, the 61-year-old has made it clear that she and Stedman are content with the nature of their relationship. In 1991, Oprah stated that she did not require a piece of paper to make her union with Stedman binding. Only last year, she revealed that Stedman had popped the question several years ago, but she had never really felt good about getting married. Meanwhile, Toronto rapper Drake has decided to stop singing about strippers and help set them up in business. The crooner has revealed plans to set up his very first strip club. According to Spin, the one-dance singer at a recent event said he hoped to open an honest and genuine strip club in Houston, Texas. The rapper was reported saying his club would be called The Ballet and would be open to the public in 2017. This is going to be the second business establishment after the opening of his first restaurant in Toronto in September last year. And that's it from the entertainment desk. I'm Rachel Omashia. Over now to our sports desk, where Francis has some stories. Good evening, Francis.
Good evening, Rachel. English Premier League club Crystal Palace has confirmed the signing of former Arsenal and AC Milan midfielder Matteo Flamini until the end of the season. The 32-year-old left the Gunners this summer, having made 246 appearances over to Spurs and winning 3 FA Cups. The Frenchman, who also won the Serie A title in 2011 during 5 years at AC Milan before a return to the Emirates Stadium in 2013, becomes Palace's 5th permanent signing of the summer. Crystal Palace signed Andrew Tatsen, Steve Mandanda, James Dawkins and Christian Benteke earlier this summer, while Luke Remin arrived from Chelsea on loan. Elsewhere, after a shaky start to the season during which Academy Warriors lost a home game at their adopted ground in Katsina, coach Laden Bosso seems to have steadied their progress following their return to the familiar Menduguri Tofu, where they have won all 11 home games played since April 10th. A very confident Bosso now has his sights on winning at least one fixture on the road after going unbeaten in the last 5 games. Academy Warriors drew their last 2 games on the road, including a goalless draw in Ibadan against Shooting Stars and 1-1 draw in Abeokuta against Ikorodu United. Up next for Academy Warriors, another home game against Heartland of Owerri before a trip to Kano against former champions Kano Pillars and another away fixture against the league leaders Rangers International of Enugu. And that's it from Sport. I'm SANOFE Francis. Back to you, Chika.
Thank you very much, Francis. And that's the news. Well, before we go, a quick recap of the headlines. INEC says Edo State election to hold as scheduled. President Buhari launches Change Begins With Me program. NOA to recognize exemplary Nigerians. Do remember that the continued unity of Nigeria is a collective responsibility. Be sure to play your part. KUFM Newsbreak was produced by Eniola Awokoya. I am Chika. I go saying thanks for listening.